Yeah.
All right, guys. So the title of today's live is, "Are you using technology to the best of your ability for retention?" I mean, if you're knocking on doors, or if you're doing this over the phone or through virtual like we do, I don't know how many people are doing it through virtual. I think it's not a lot of us. But let me share something with you that we've been doing this for quite some time already. Again, if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Orlando Mayorga. I'm a virtual life insurance agent in many different states around the country. And one thing that I wanted to talk about today is retention, right? How important is retention for you, right? So I was listening to this song right here. This song is called "I Love Myself," right? So I started thinking about my business. I started thinking about, I love you too, honey. I started thinking about, do you love yourself as much as you also love your clients, Because guess what? If you don't have clients, you don't have any business. The notion of just writing business just for the sake of writing business and getting commission is great, right? It's a great feeling, but we're in the business of retention. We're in the business of retaining business. We're in the business of longevity, right? Like, for example, my partner, the Oracle Final Expense, he's been doing this for 15 years, and his book of business is huge. It's massive. That's been paying him for that period of time. And I always will ask him when I first met him, I go, man, how did you cultivate like this retention? How did you deal with chargebacks and all that? Because, that's the taboo word, right? In the insurance business is chargebacks. Oh my God, I'm gonna get a chargeback. One thing that he tells me, man, I have a follow-up strategy that is second to none, is one of my priorities. Not so much selling to the client, but retaining the client. So let me dive in here what I'm talking about. So as you guys know, we run a virtual final expense program here with the Millennial Liberator. And we also have partnerships around the country, call center partnerships as well. And, we're looking to expand that footprint. But one thing that I realized and that I'm very happy about is that I'm able to get on the phone and retain any client that we have within our agency. Let me explain. An agent was part of our agency, and as you know, some people they don't have the mental fortitude that we instill in them to duplicate what we do. So when we hire agents, we tell them, look, you're going to duplicate everything that we do. How we sell it, how we talk about it, and how we send it through video. And you're also going to follow up, and you're also going to retain business. You understand that? And other agents think that when you get on the phone, it's just picking up the phone and saying, hello, Betty, option 1, 2, or 3. Which one do you want? Okay, it's guaranteed issue. No, heck no. It takes a little bit of you got to take pride, right? So some of our agents that we hire, they're no longer here. Why? Because they didn't duplicate what we did, right? So check this out. I had an agent here that's no longer with us, and one of his piece of business fell off the books. Meaning, well, it didn't fall off. It actually didn't go through as far as the initial premium. You know how crazy that could be, right? You're an agent, you're like, yeah, hey, Orlando, by the way, is not sufficient funds. What? Are you serious? Man, I closed this lady. She told me she needed this, and I knew I closed her hard. I tied her down. There's no freaking way, man. Something must have happened, right? But there's the other side of weak agents that they say, man, this doesn't work. I can't believe this. Oh my God, I gotta pay my rent. Oh my God, these chargebacks are killing me. Guess what? The reasons chargebacks happen is two things. You don't cultivate the strong relationship, and you don't tie them down. You gotta tie them down. And you gotta be real with them. Look, this is serious. I want to make sure you're gonna get this done. So this is what happens. I had to call. I have a list of business that I'm fixing for our agency, because guess what? Even though I didn't cultivate that initial sale, guess what? It's still part of our agency, right? The agent will get his renewals and his residual later on in life, but that's fine. And remember, the caveat to this is that I never spoke to this lady. So guess what I did? Okay, this is the client, is not sufficient funds. Okay, no problem. Pick up the phone, she doesn't pick up. Send her a text message, she doesn't return a text. But guess what I did? I send her a video message telling her, hey, Maria, it's Orlando from Polish Roman Catholic Union of America. It's very important that you give me a call back. I don't know what happened, but we got your policy approved, and for some apparent reason, we couldn't take the first initial premium. It's very important that you call me back. Very important. I've tried to call you. I sent you a few text messages. You never reached out to me. Hope to hear from you soon. Guess what happens? The next day, she calls me back. Mind you, I never talked to her ever. This is I'm actually retaining this business, right? She calls me and she says, hey, how you doing? I'm so sorry. I didn't have the other agent's number. I misplaced it and I never heard from him, whatever. But you know what? My account got frozen. 1 second, guys. My computer has his mind of his own. So her account got frozen, and guess what? Of course we couldn't take the initial premium because it got frozen. So what happens is that I got her new account number, and she gave me everything. I've never spoken to this lady in my life. So guess what? I was able to retain that business. So when a lot of agents around the country, they're weak in their mindset, that they tell me, hey, but what about the chargebacks with telesales? I heard they're through the roof. Yeah, you know why they're through the roof? Because people don't know what they're doing. They're all talk, don't know what they're doing. Because let me tell you something. On the phone, it's not as easy as it is face-to-face, right? But the catalyst to this is that face-to-face is hard to retain business. I don't think you're going to drive 3 hours to go talk to Johnny to make sure you get that check or get that account number. Your agency in the field will tell you, you know what, you got to go visit them because you closed the deal face-to-face. You didn't close it over the phone. But Mr. Manager, badass, I could just pick up the phone and get the information over the phone. No, you got to go and drive your ass over there and get that information because you closed it over face-to-face, right? You didn't close it over the phone. So therefore, you got to go get your ass and go over there. So in the field, it gets a little harder. But on the phone, guess what? I just got to pick up the phone, send a text message, or send a video message. So when I hear these weak agents talk about chargeback, I laugh. It's comical to me. Because I tell them, look, man, I don't have that problem. Yeah, do I get chargebacks here and there? But not all the time, not consistently like you think. You know why? Because I cultivate a relationship with my client. I'm able to sustain a good relationship. Why? Because I have a follow-up strategy. Not only am I concerned from the moment of sale, because let me tell you something, retention happens at the point of sale. I hear a lot of agents that are like, man, my pitch is 15 minutes. My pitch is 10 minutes. What? Really? My pitch is between 30 minutes. I'm already at the options. 35 minutes, 40 minutes, we're good. Maybe it can last a little bit an hour because I gotta get the camera on the line, get the whole information. Thank you, Shirley. Hey, how you doing, Shirley? Wow, it's been a while. Say hi to your husband for me. By the way, I'm an insurance agent, so if you need life insurance, call me. Always pitch it, right? Anyhow, so back to what I was saying, guys. So with virtual final expense, you're gonna be able to target more people. You're gonna be able to retain your business a lot better. And guess what? You're not gonna have the nightmare of Chargeback USA. Which brings me to my next point. There's a lot of individuals out there, a lot of people that they talk a crazy game, right? They have 10 carriers, 20 carriers, everybody under the sun. I mean, there's 1,600 insurance carriers around the country. Captive and non-captive, right? All together, right? 1,600 insurance companies. Think about that for a little bit. Let that marinate in your brain. But guess what? Here with my agency at the Millennial Liberator Virtual Final Expense, we focus with 3 carriers at the most, right? Polish being our exclusive carriers with telesales. Our persistency is constantly above 90%. Our non-taking ratio is less than 5%. And guess what? We pride ourselves on that because we know how to retain the business, we know how to cultivate the business and cultivate the relationship through the long term. Because what's the point of you setting a policy today if it's going to charge back 3 months from now, 4 months from now, or not pay with the initial draft? So when I hear about these agents talking that nonsense, it makes me laugh. Why? Because they don't want to work. And the most beautiful thing about our program here is that we lead from the front. You know, this week has been a very interesting week. I closed a few deals, not where I want to be. But you know what? At the end of the day, I was able to save deals, retain business, fix business, And that makes me feel good. Because you know why? I love myself and I love my clients. When I think about when my client doesn't pay that initial premium, I say, man, this lady can die tomorrow and she doesn't have any insurance. And I tell them that. Hey, Johnny, my goodness, man, are you okay? And they trip out. They're like, yeah, I'm fine. What's going on? I haven't spoken to you. We couldn't get your premium, man. You could have been dead today and we couldn't pay your family out, man. You know how important that is? You know what, son? You're right. I'm so sorry. Let me give you my card. Let me give you the credit card. Let me give you the debit card. Let me give you my new account number. We build a relationship. Because let me tell you something. The Oracle Final Expense has built a massive relationship with carriers and with its clients. We're able to go into any neighborhood around America and sell insurance and retain our business. We started collectively, my organization, along with myself and the Oracle Final Expense, we started knocking on doors. We know the final expense business. We understand it. Why? Because we sold to these folks, these low-income folks. I sold to farmers in North Carolina. I sold to the low-income community in North Carolina. I understand the market that I'm in. So, don't you think that I'm going to give a good experience over the phone? Think about that for a little bit. Because sales, my good friend, and my gals out there that are saleswomen, is a transfer of energy. What is the energy that you're transferring to your client? And with technology, you can do it through text, you can do it through voice, and the most powerful piece of technology, video, virtually. Where I can pick up the phone and call Mr. Johnny. Hey, Johnny, how you doing? This is Orlando. Listen, you need to get back to me. We didn't get your premium payment. What's going on, Johnny? Talk to me. Call me back. If not, you're going to die without insurance. So, if you're an agent out there that's interested in maybe perhaps looking into this new vertical, I got to tell you something. Come with a servitude heart. Come with an open mind. And come with a coachable attitude. Because don't think that this is going to be a walk in the park. We want real closers, people that are going to put it down every single day, right? So if you sell one app a day, that's $100,000. 2 apps a day, that's $200,000. 3 or more, that's $300K. At the end of the day, guys, sales is sales, but sales is a transfer of energy. What energy are you transferring to Betty in Texas? What energy are you transferring to John in California, right? We use technology 100%. I love technology. And when I stopped knocking on doors and I started in this vertical, this new journey, it's been just mind-blowing to me. Because as you know, technology is getting better and better and better every single day. The future of final expense and the future of insurance is going to be through virtual technology. I'm going to be in Lake Como after I'm getting all my residual income and still selling, by the way. I don't care how much money I'm making. I'm still leading from the front because you know what? You got to stay sharp. If you're in an organization that your leader's selling with you, that's what's up. My respects to that man or to that woman. Guess what? We sell every single day. We're not going to ask our agents or our colleagues or partner agents to do something I'm not willing to do myself. We get down. It's kind of like if I was in the restaurant business. My sales skills got honed in the restaurant business when I started my salesmanship skills. And guess what? I knew how to cook. I knew how to serve the table. I knew how to bartend. I knew how to buzz. I knew how to wash dishes. Why? Because you got to understand the whole spectrum of your business. All right? So, at the end of the day, guys, it's basically what you want to do. How skillful are you going to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Because let me tell you something. The future is virtual final expense, and you have to do it with the right people, not the wannabes that think they can do it, but they don't know what they're doing. I laugh at you, wannabes. So I leave you with that. If you're interested in learning more a little bit about us, I'm going to leave my info here in the comments below, info@millennialliberator.com. Our webinar, live webinars, is Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. And we're going to show you what we do every single day. From beginning to end, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You're going to hear us retain business, get hammered in the marketplace. But at the end of the day, you're going to see how we do it with pride and how we do it with confidence. Because guess what? It doesn't matter what the other side's telling me. I cannot afford it. I got to think about it. Call me later. We have strategies to overcome those hurdles. And at the end of the day, we're closers. So I'll leave you with that, guys. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you guys soon. And remember, stay blessed. Peace.
It's sweeter than berries. Don't hate life, it could get scary. I said I love myself, I love myself.